Evening, everyone. My name is Onyx Cole. I want to welcome you to the Wednesday night opportunity meeting. As you see, we're going to be doing this meeting live from Ocala tonight with Steve and Gina Merritt. And then I'm on the Zoom as well as a little over 100 of you right now to start. And we're going to have a very fantastic night. We're going to talk about this amazing patch, which is called the X39 patch. It is a stem cell activation patch. So those of you that haven't experienced this little patch, I suspect your life is about to change. It's a frequency patch, which means there's nothing that passes through the skin. It's made with organic crystals. And then David, who is the founder, the owner, and the CEO, he has infused frequencies into this patch. And so when you put this patch on, and any spot will do, it tells the body to elevate GHK copper peptide. And if you don't know what that was, and I'll tell you, when I started, I didn't know what it was either. And I had to Google it. And what I found out was it was the holy grail of anti-aging. And what it's going to do is it resets 3,000 to 4,000 of your genes to a younger, more youthful state, and it activates your body's own stem cells. Kind of like when we stand in the sun. You stand in the sun and the sunlight, the frequency from the sunlight hits the skin and it tells the body, make vitamin D. Very similar, the frequency from this patch tells the body to elevate your GHK copper peptide. So how do you wear this patch? Very simple. 12 hours on, take it off, throw it away, rest and rejuvenate for 12 hours, and then put a new patch on the following morning. So I tell everybody, put these patches right next to your toothbrush. When you brush your teeth in the morning, you'll remember to put it on. When you brush your teeth at night, you'll remember to take it off. So 12 hours on, 12 hours off, any spot will do. So that's one of the most beautiful things about it, is that the stem cells will move systemically through the body looking for your weakest link. So everybody always says to me, Onyx, what's this patch going to do for me? And I always tell everybody the same thing. I don't know. The reason that I don't know is because your body is completely different than my body, is completely different than Steve's body or Gina's body. And the stem cells in your body know what you need, and they're going to tell your stem cells what to go after first. When I started in this company and with this business, I did not know, even though I knew what photobiomodulation was, I did not know that at 30, 50% of your stem cells have gone to sleep. And at 60, 100% of your stem cells have gone to sleep. So when we're children, the reason when we fall down or we get a cut or a bruise and it heals up so quickly, or we're not rattled at all, it's because our stem cells are activating and working. As we get older, they tend to go to sleep. And so activating your stem cells, you're going to see some amazing things. Tonight, we're going to hear some great testimonials. I think also, of course, we're going to see Steve and Gina Merritt, and I believe we'll also see Mike and Sahi are going to be there, and I'm sure there'll be many other leaders presenting as tonight as well. Looks like they're just about ready to get started. I think that's Devin right there. So, Neve, can you get the volume for Steve Merritt? Can you unmute him?
They need to unmute themselves. I've already asked them to unmute them, but they need to click the button on the computer.
Still don't hear anything yet, love. Okay, so they said that they're playing a movie right now, so they're asking that I just keep talking, which is fantastic. So we had a fantastic meeting last night. We had many great testimonials. Steve and Gina were absolutely on fire. They were so fun and so funny. We also had a cardiologist in the room, Dr. Mario, who was absolutely fantastic sharing his testimonial. And then there were many other people who shared their testimonial. So I'm really happy that you're here tonight. There is so much in front of you and so much opportunity in front of you, whether you choose to just join to enjoy the power of this amazing X39 patch, or whether you want to actually look at this as a business opportunity. I, for one, decided to look at this for a business opportunity, but I will tell you, I ran my whole life from network marketing. I never wanted to have anything to do with that stuff. And it was interesting because I went to an Anthony Robbins event when I was in my, let's say, 28, 29, that sort of age. And Anthony Robbins was talking about residual income. And I was like, residual income? How's a girl like me going to make residual income? And people were talking to me about network marketing, but I wasn't listening because I didn't think that the industry was real. I just ran. I ran from something I knew absolutely nothing about. And so today, I stand here after having done one network marketing company. Actually, Steve and Gina were my sponsors in that company, and they taught me the industry. And it was fantastic. It was a beautiful experience. We drove a company to $1 billion in sales in the first 3.5 years, which is really cool. But the reason that's cool is because when you've got a company that does $1 billion in sales in a year, that means $600 million is paid out in commissions to regular people like you and to me. So I watched lives be changed in ways I never thought network marketing could do. In the last opportunity, I made $17 million in that 7 years, and I helped 50 people within my organization become millionaires. So here I am today, fast forward 3 years, it's not 3 years later, but 3 years into this opportunity. I actually sold my network marketing business last time and retired. I was not expecting to come back into the industry. But when this little product came to me, I was like, okay, absolutely, I want to have a part of this. And so 3 years later, the Quantum Field organization is the fastest growing organization in this company, which is really fantastic. And the United States is now #1. So we're legally open in about 75 markets globally. And when I arrived here, Japan was #1 and the United States was #2. That is no longer the case. Now Japan is #2 and the United States is #1. Last month in the US, we did $10 million in sales. And last month globally, we did $30 million in sales, which is fantastic. And the Quantum Field organization, my organization, actually did $6 million last month in sales. So you can see we make up a very high percentage of the United States sales, and the momentum has just begun. So you're here at exactly the right place at exactly the right time. So whoever invited you here to this Zoom tonight, or if you're physically at the meeting, whoever invited you to the meeting, that person is going to be your sponsor in the business. You'll hear Steve or Gina talking about it as we get further into the Zoom call tonight. So it looks like the movie is just about done. Neve, are you able to grab their volume?
Gina said that she will unmute herself once the movie is done.
Can you tell, Neve?
Can you hear me?
Looks like the screen is.
Can you hear?
No, it looks like it's almost done. Sorry. Okay. Looks like it's the very, very end of the movie. So we've done a really great job, Steve and Gina have, trying to figure out how do we get the volume to work in their room while it's live, actually on the Zoom at the same time. So, and I think that, yeah, Gina just texted me that they're almost ready to switch over, which is fantastic. So this group continues to grow. If you are brand new here tonight, I would encourage you to write down this website, startx39.com, startx39.com. You're certainly welcome to Google and learn about GHK copper peptide. But if you want to go just to startx39.com, you can learn a little bit about this product, the X39. You can learn a little bit about GHK copper peptide. You can read about the science. There's more than 80 scientific studies. David Schmidt, the founder and the owner and the inventor of this company, he has more than 100 patents. You can read about the patents, etc., right there online. Okay, I think I see Devin there. Neve, are you ready to able to get sound? Let's see.
Can you hear me? Mom?
I can see them holding a microphone.
Mom, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, they said that they've unmuted themselves And I show that it's unmuted, but for whatever reason, we can't hear it.
Was that they were
Yeah.
extremely
Good job.
expensive, but athletes are the ones who got stem cell injections because they use their bodies to make a living. So when an athlete, whether they're football, NBA, baseball players, whenever they get injured, the owners of their companies want to get them back on the field as quickly as possible so that they would pay them to have stem cell injections. So that's all I really knew. I was super, super intrigued by them. And so we immediately got excited, got engaged. I was right there in the car and I told my brother, I said, who's involved? Mike and Steve? Sign me up. I'm getting in. We are going to take off running. And we literally have been sitting on the sidelines.
I wasn't on board at first. Let's be honest. Okay. Mom, 3 kids, businesses. We were about to start a huge project in Crystal River, and I was just not on board. The only reason, two reasons. One, obviously, stem cells. That's interesting. Okay. That definitely perked my ear. But Steve and Gina Merritt is the only reason I gave that credit card to Gueston that day. So let's get that straight. It was Steve and Gina Merritt. So.
Yeah. So anyhow, we got engaged, guys. We've been so excited to be involved. This thing is absolutely amazing. This thing is growing at the fastest we've ever seen. And it's because of this product, guys. There's so many people out there being proactive today, looking for a proactive way to, better their health. And I'll tell you, I've never seen a product more powerful than this. And so you guys are lucky tonight. Steve and Gene, I know you know who they are. They've been friends of ours for over 14 years. We've literally traveled the world with them, been on several trips. And I'm a person that, I kind of look at people's work ethic, my dad, that's how I've always been my whole life. My dad, taught me to be a leader just based on courage. You're the first guy in the ditch, Devin. That's how people will respect you one day. You're the first guy in the ditch to fix something while the guys are watching you. So I've always been, had tremendous respect for Steve and Gina Merritt. They are great friends of ours. So anyhow, I don't want to hog the whole time up because I want them to be able to come up. They have just got back from Sarasota last night. They're on their way to St. Augustine, Jacksonville, up to Raleigh, North Carolina, Savannah, Georgia. So we're very blessed and fortunate to have them stop through Ocala tonight because this is the first meeting that we've actually done here in Ocala by the expressway. And so you can see how many people here tonight. So anyhow, without any further ado, I'd love to introduce to you Gina Merritt. Come on up, Gina.
All right. Welcome everyone on Zoom around the world. Welcome everyone in the room. We got a packed house here, Zoom people. So I hope you guys got it packed out. Text one more person, get them online. So we're excited to be here. And yes, we were in Sarasota last night. It was incredible. Standing room only, packed out. I'll tell you, the testimonies are amazing. We're so excited about the testimonies. And of course, the money comes, right, guys? Yeah. Okay, I hope you're with me. So how many of you in here are new tonight? Brand new. Okay, so we need to get, I have some order forms over here for each person that's new and a little connect card because it's really important that you connect with us. If you also want to do more research, on that card has links where you can click on. And it's also, Steve had it on the screen when we first started. It's with all the little icons for you to get connected. So we want to welcome each one of you and all of you Zoom people that are on around the world. So for those of you who are new tonight, this is an order form, and this is how you get yourself the product delivered to your house. And we're going to teach you also how to make an income. The sky's the limit. So that's exciting. So maybe you've gotten sent a link also. The person that invited you onto the Zoom or invited you here to this meeting. I know we got people here from the River Church that came over. Dr. Rodney Howard Brown just texted me and said you guys are here, so we're super excited to have you here too as well. But we just want to welcome everyone. So that order form for those of you in the room is how you're going to get enrolled tonight into the business. The sooner you get it filled out, the sooner your product is going to ship out to you. So we want you to start getting a testimony and a feeling because it is just incredible. For me, I had Lisa Christman. Hi. Hey. So sorry, guys. Old girlfriend. Well, she's a young girlfriend. I'm old. She's young. What am I saying? Anyways, so for me, I had restless leg syndrome, and it was just annoying. Steve puts his head on his pillow and, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, this is just driving me nuts. I can't sleep. I'm wiggle, and my brain's going. So I am so relieved with this patch. That's my testimony. Then we went to the eye doctor about a month and a half ago, and as we're checking out, he tells Steve that his eyes reversed. I said, no way. He told me my eyes reversed. So he told me literally that he's never, ever, ever had a 60-year-old woman come into the office, get her eyes examined, and they reversed. So, hey, I believe God is good. Do you? Yeah. This patch, what it does, this tiny little patch, for those of you who are new, it's got a little paper on the back where you peel it off. You can put it anywhere on your body. So the heat from your body, so if I want to stick it right here, I could stick it right there and wear it all day, and I'm going to get a lot of attention, but I better be ready to tell people what it is. So if you're going to wear it there, be ready, because they're going to say, what is that little thing on your arm there? Oh, wow, I'm glad you asked. And then you start telling them, and that's how easy it is to share the business. So this little tiny patch, when you put it on your body, the inside of it is made at David Schmidt's lab, I believe in Ireland, and he has formulated nano organic crystals. When you put it on your body, you take off the paper, of course, and it's got a little sticker on it. I am highly allergic to anything like tape and a surgery, any kind of tape. I have absolutely zero reaction. So yeah. So you put this on in the morning when you brush your teeth. Hopefully you brush your teeth here in Ocala. I'm trying to be funny, guys. Okay. So in the morning when you brush your teeth, you put the patch on, and you wear it for 12 hours. When you go to bed at night, you brush your teeth again, and then you take the patch off. You put it in the garbage can. When you wake up in the morning, you start the thing again. You got to brush your teeth again. So it's really simple. If you want to like train yourself, like you go, oh, I can't remember to wear my patch. I'm like, okay, let's not make it too difficult. Put it by your toothbrush, put it on in the morning, take it off at night. When you brush your teeth again, throw it away. So you wear this patch for 12 hours on, 12 hours off. Once you wore it, you throw it away. You don't use it again, okay? Because it's not really going to activate. I mean, if you're going to wear this patch, it's $3.30 a day. So don't be stingy on your body, okay? If you drink a Red Bull and you drink a Starbucks coffee, you should put this patch on. Yeah. So you can afford $3.30 a day. It equals $99 for the whole month to wear this patch. So we're not saying that it's like $10,000. The most you can purchase tonight to get in the business, to have the products, have extra of it, to share it, to wear it, with about $1,700 with tax and shipping. So that is nothing to have an international worldwide business. I mean, come on. I know that Devin's dad, he spent a lot more than $1,700 on some of those buildings that I saw at that blueberry farm. I'll tell you what, I guarantee it. So this little patch, again, you put it on your body. The heat of your body raises your copper peptides. Then it activates your own stem cells. So what it does is it does a natural reboot on your body. Your body starts to begin healing on its own. So everybody in here in this room, okay, I'm 60, so I don't know what's going on in my body. It's not like I'm 10 or I'm 20 or I'm 30. I got a lot of wear and tear on this puppy, okay? So it might take my body a little bit longer to feel something. So don't flip out. If you're 80 years old and you put the patch on, in 10 minutes, you don't feel something, okay? You got 80 years of wear and tear on that body. So be patient, but be persistent and consistent in wearing the patch, because it is absolutely going to be a game changer for you and your health. I'm telling you, Steve's going to show you a sheet a little bit on this screen here, that what happens when you wear the patch for a long time. I'm not talking that you wear it, for 7 days straight, one patch. I'm talking about every day you put a new patch on, you wear it for 12 hours, you take it off. The next day you put a patch on and you wear it 3 months. Your cardiovascular around your heart starts to reverse in aging. Hello? Okay, last night in Sarasota, we had a cardiologist speak. He said he's sharing it in all of his practices, all of his friends. It's just amazing what's happening. So this is the little patch. Again, this does not heal your body. You're going to hear a lot of testimonies that are going to come up, and it does not heal your body. What it does, your body begins to heal on its own, just like God intended us for to heal. So we're excited that you're here. People drove from all over everywhere. I know we got Ormond Beach over there. We got New Smyrna, baby. Yeah. So welcome to everyone. We're so excited that you're here. And again, this form is what you're going to fill out. Steve is going to go over in just a minute. And whoever invited you here tonight is your sponsor. So guys, we're going on a tour. So last night when I showed up at my event, I think it was 2 order forms because we did a meeting at the River Church, and I had 2 people that forgot to turn their forms in, and they handed it to me at the table. So this is how this works. We're on a tour and we have integrity and we want you to win. I cannot qualify for all these bonuses that they're offering in December. Already got them. But anyways, but you can qualify. So that's why Steve and I are running, because we want you to win. We want you to have the best December. Oh, a December to remember. Is that right? Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a December to remember, but this is your form that you're going to fill out. And remember, when you fill this form out, there's a part here right there. It says distributor monthly auto ship order. Please make sure that you at least click 1 sleeve auto ship. That's going to help you keep your points. 2 sleeves, you keep your points and you get paid. So I just want to clarify that really quick as you're filling out your form. And whoever invited you here tonight might have more than 1 person. So make sure you get this form filled out right away. And I'm going to bring up this. Oh gosh, I just dropped the sticker. The patch, sorry, the sticker. So I'm going to bring up this most amazing couple that is on our tails, that they're here. Every time I turn around, they're at the meeting and they are so special. It's one of the first peoples that we called getting in the business. We've been friends with them for a long time. I actually met Mike at a batting cage. Our son was 8, maybe taking lessons, 7 or 8 around there. And I was really nervous to go up to him, but I thought, what do I got to lose? All he's going to say is yes or no. And it was about our previous juice business. And I talked to him and he got in, they built it, a massive business. And here we are today now launching this amazing X39 patch with LifeWave. So with no further ado, help me welcome Senior Presidential Directors, Mike and Sae Hernandez. Woo, 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 woo.
Okay, thank you, Gina, baby. How's everybody doing? Good? Good. Guys, we are so fired up. First of all, give it up for Steve and Gina Merritt. These guys, you might not understand, for those of you who are new, these guys are the MVP of network marketing. I consider them the dream team. And Devin and Sarah, we're so blessed. When you find out about something like this, you want to talk to sharp people. You want to talk to the sharpest people we know. That's why we called Devin and Keston and Sarah, because guys, this is the biggest business opportunity we've ever seen. When we met Steve and Gina Merritt, for those of you who don't know our story, guys, my wife and I, we just recently celebrated 31 years together. We have a 28-year-old, and my wife and I, we were broke. We weren't poor. I used to say we were poor. We could not afford to pay attention when we met this couple. But we, like Sae and I were saying on our way up here, talking to somebody, we said, you know why we love to work with Steve and Gina? Because these guys are in it to win it. When they decide they're going to do something, guys, listen, we love to run and we love to run hard, and we can't keep up with this couple right here. So that's who you want to run with, right? So these guys are going to make it happen with or without us, with or without you. And that's why I love the fact that we're running with them. It's like Sarah said, when Steve and Gina Merritt call you about something, you better at least listen, right? Because if they say they're going to do it, they're going to get it done. And we didn't know what network marketing was about. When she met me, she didn't know that my wife and I were literally digging in dumpsters. We had just finished that stage. We had earned enough money to be able to invest some money in some used cars. And we started flipping some used cars and we started earning some money. But she didn't know that prior to getting involved, like we were literally dumpster diving because our parents were were cleaning for people who were living in beautiful communities like we live now. And we saw that they threw away, stuff that we can sell at a swap shop that we were selling at. And, when she introduced me to this, it was, to me, I'm a high school dropout. My wife is too. I didn't even go back. She got her GED. I didn't even go back and do that. I've never been to college, but I'm a, common sense kind of guy. it made sense to me that when she introduced this product to me back in the days, and I gave it to my dad and I gave it to my son and I saw results, I said, wait a second. People who are going to use this and see the results, number one, they're going to want to use it. Number two, they're probably going to share with a friend or family member. My dad had 16 brothers. I say had because he passed away a couple years ago. 16 brothers and sisters, and they all have a bunch of health issues. So it made sense to me that it worked for him. He was going to share with all of his brothers and sisters. And that's the business. So I went out there, guys, and I started talking to everyone that I knew. And because we were broke, our friends and family members, I don't know about your friends and family members, but our friends and family members thought we were crazy and they would laugh at us. But I said, you know what? You don't believe we're going to do it? Watch us. And I believe, and I learned that there's more people that I don't know than we do. And because the ones that we do know don't believe in us, we're just going to go out there and talk to people we didn't know. We didn't know because it's not about believing in us. It's about believing in the product. So when Stephen Gina Merritt called us 5 months ago and introduced us to this business, we didn't want to do another business because everything that I saw in the industry, it was the same kind of products being sold by different companies, what we refer to as Me Too products. When we saw that we had a product that worked as well as this did, and we saw that we had a patent and people were getting the kind of results, guys, I'm a high school dropout, like I said, and I've learned more about health issues and diseases in the last 50 days than I have in the last 50 years of my life. I'm 50 years old, right? And the truth is, I'm really bad with names. Like it takes me a long time. So when I hear these names of these issues and I can't even retain them, like I try and tell people and I say it real fast so that they don't even realize that I'm not saying it right. But I hear about neuropathy and MSN and all these other things that people are dealing with. But it's not about what we know, guys. I love this business because I don't have to be a smart guy. All right. I just need to put these patches in enough people's hands and let them see what it's doing. And the rest is history. And that's what we're good at. We're good at just getting in front of people. Doesn't matter how wrong I'm saying it. Doesn't matter how uneducated I am. It's not about me. It's about this product. And what people see is that I've got enough conviction and enthusiasm to go out there, not knowing what the heck I'm talking about, to share this patch with them. They look at me like, what's neuropathy? Like, the other day I said, man, I was like, do you know anybody with Alzheimer's disease? And they're like, what's Alzheimer's disease, Mike? I'm like, I don't know. I guess when you get old, you get they name it after you. I don't know. And they told me no, and they told me the right name, but I still can't retain it. But all they got out of it, what's it called? Alzheimer's. I say Alzheimer's, right? See, I told you she got her GED, right? So the point is, guys, my enthusiasm, my conviction gets them to at least try this product. And once they try this product, it's a wrap. And guys, you just got to go out there because I'm going to tell you something. This product is changing lives and we are more excited than ever before because listen, when I met them, I couldn't afford to pay attention. Following these guys, we made millions and millions and millions and millions and millions. I'm not going to tell you how many millions, but right around that, right? And guys, I know right now we're going to make what, I look at my buddy right here, Devin made double what we made. And I know what it's like to make 7 figures. I don't know what it's like to make 8 yet, but this is the vehicle that's going to do it. And we can't do it ourselves. We got to do it helping people. That's why Gina says she sees me in every meeting because I'm here to help everyone. Everyone. I don't care who brought you into the business. I don't care how far down. I don't know the people in my organization, but I love them all. And I want to help them all because the more people we help, the more we make. And if I help someone in my team make $1,000, guess what? I make an extra $1,000. So I want to help people make a lot of money. All right, guys. So my wife is really the speaker. All right. Because she's really the educated one. And guys, all I'm telling you is this. All you got to do is do what you can. Because when we got started, we didn't have any money and they didn't know about it. But we got in on the biggest pack because we knew back then that it's not about me. It's about getting as much product as I can out in the street. So they didn't know that I was selling garbage to buy the biggest pack, but I did whatever I had to do. And I know that where there's a will, there's a way. Because I can point you to a couple of nice communities now, including mine, where people throw away enough nice stuff where we can go to a swap shop and make $1,500 and get on the biggest pack if that's what it takes. I don't know about you, but me, it's whatever it takes to help my family win. So that's what we're doing, guys. And let me tell you something. If you don't tell people about this, someone else is going to know about it because someone else is going to tell them because everyone you know and everyone we know is going to know about this product, with or without you, with or without us. It's just a matter of time. We just got to go out there and get it done. And what a better season than to do it right now. I was telling Saeed, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go knock on I've been in my community now 13 years. Yep. I'm going to knock on every neighbor's door and say, hey, how are you? This is the Christmas season. So I want to bless you with a gift. Guys, it's so easy. Let me just say one last thing before I pass it on to you. Yesterday, right? I spent recently. I spent like $5,000-6,000, and I made my beautiful dream gym in my house. I bought this equipment called Tonal, and my wife says I'm perfect for network marketing because I've been telling everyone even before we got involved about Tonal. This is equipment, and you put it on your wall, whatever. We're not promoting Tonal, right?
They don't pay you anything.
They don't pay me anything. So, and I did that. And the last time I went to the gym was about 5-6 months ago. And I just went there to cancel my membership because I figured I've got my beautiful gym. Yesterday, I went back, I reactivated my membership, not because I need to work out, but because I want to get in front of new folks.
Yep.
All right. That's what it takes, guys. Go out there and just listen, get creative, go out there, get in front of people, share this patch because it will change your life. But don't take it as a hobby, guys. I don't care what you've done in the past. I don't care what success or non-success you've had in the past. This is something different, it's something new, and it works. So whatever you did in the past, guys, is prepared you for where you are right now. Just don't half step it, guys, because I'm telling you, it can change your lives like it's changed ours. So I would just want to put my wife to share a few more things.
Guys, my gosh, he says that I'm the speaker. Yeah, that's the opposite of that. But I'm so excited about this business. I mean, an industry like this changed our life, and it can do it for you too. It's amazing. It's crazy, the testimonies. I tell him every day we wake up, I'm like, what's the text today? Yeah. Who else has the testimonies? Because I'm telling you, like, I get goosebumps every day because people calling us, they're actually calling us to tell us like what amazing results they've had from all types of issues. And when you have something like this in your hands, you can't keep it to yourself. It'll be selfish to keep it to yourself, So we made it a thing. We're like, listen, we have something that's revolutionary, that's unique, that nobody has in the market. And we are the ones that can bring it to, we're the messengers. I wake up every day, I pray to God, put the right people, the people that need this patch, the people that need this opportunity, because there's people with this times, the way they are, with inflation, with all the things that are going on, people need this more than ever, health-wise and also financially. And we just, God puts them in front of us. We don't stay sitting down, waiting for it to knock on our door. We go out there and we speak to as many people as we can. We make new friends, we don't let things be our excuses. We just overcome that. And this is my not so comfortable zone, but you know what? For something like this, I'm going to get out of my comfort zone and I'm going to make it happen, so everybody can freaking do it. Sorry for my expression, but you really, really can. You have something great in your hands. It's amazing. So go out there, man, and you have the leaders to do it right in your doorstep. Like, look at they coming there in a tour all around. You can just click anybody to the Zooms. Hi, Zoom. How are you? Even more nerve-wracking, but you have all this opportunity now to really take this wherever you want to take it, and it can happen because if two broke kids back in the days, we were able to do it. Just locked arms with these guys because you got to lock arms with people that are winning. You can't be the smartest person in the room. If not, you're not going to grow. You got to lock arms with people that are winning, that are people that are, want to be successful, and it'll happen for you. Just stay consistent and let's go out there and bless people.
Amen.
So guys, help me welcome to the stage my mentor, my friends, my new family members. Well, since 2006, they were my favorite family members. Guys, these guys are the MVPs. Listen to everything they say. They're here to win. They're here to help you. I've seen these guys make a couple of $100,000 a week and run like they have no money because they're out helping people. For them, it's not about them. It's about helping you. So my friend, my mentor, Steve and Gina. Steve Merritt.
All right, thanks. Good. All right. So guys, thanks for coming out here tonight. We're going to give you you're already seeing the excitement and the energy, and this is just the beginning here in the Ocala area, what's about to happen. Word of mouth travels very fast. That's the way they chose to promote the X39 patch. Gene and I actually prayed for over a year. We were searching for a way to help bless our friends. That's what we're looking for, a product. We knew that we could talk to people, those Me Too products that Mike talks about, weight loss or skincare or supplements. We could talk to our friends and let them know how good the product is. But, once you start talking to a friend and then a friend's friend, sometimes no matter how good your collagen is, you got Marie Osmond promoting on TV how to lose weight. You know, you've got all the products that are at the health food stores. It's very difficult. People are comfortable going to their department store and buying their skincare. You know, even though if you got a great product. So I love that all my friends are having huge success with this X39, because when you have a product like Mike says that's so unique that nobody else has, it's a game changer and everybody needs it. I mean, I didn't realize that at 30 years old, half of your stem cells are active, okay? And at 60, none. I mean, you still have stem cells, but they're stagnant. I mean, who wants to walk around for the rest of their life with stagnant stem cells? Yeah. I mean, if somebody says no to you, you got to get them to say, hey, did you hear what I said? Every year of your life, the older you get, the slower the stem cells get, all right? And the older you and slower you heal, all right? So would you want me to keep getting younger and younger and younger and you becoming slower and slower, all right, with stagnant stem cells? I don't want to leave you left behind. Tell me to my face that you want to live with stagnant stem cells. You can't say it. Think about it. That's the product you've got your hands on. I could not get any one of my friends to say no. I mean, when I told them that at 30 years old, half of your stem cells are active, and at 60, none, you still have stem cells, but they're not active. And that's why people are slower to heal, recover, more prone to sickness and disease. That's the truth. Nobody's told us this. They just let us go stagnant until 10 years of research, $4.5 million to bring it to market. And David Schmidt, the inventor of the X39 and the founder, has got 130 patents. A couple little bits of history, how we found out about the product. We were searching. We couldn't find anything. Everybody had the same stuff. I mean, I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to help my friends? I throw a party for Gina at her house, her 60th birthday party. I'll have a couple hundred people come. And our friend Onyx Cole, who we helped, she told last night, makes $17 million. She never did a network in her life, and we taught her how to do it. Okay. I mean, you like to have a friend that would help you make an extra $17 million. That's what we're talking about here. Mike's not the only one that never knew about this industry. Neither did Onyx, who's hosting the meeting, who told us about the product. We knew one thing. Onyx is a person that she was very successful in real estate. That's why she really wasn't listening to us, but she respected us because our kids, we had teenage daughters at the time. We're babysitting her toddler, 3 daughters. I have 3 daughters and a son, and 3 daughters. Our 3 daughters were babysitting her kids for 3 years before we heard of this juice product that Mike was talking about. So once we eventually got her to sit down and listen, she's like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. We can help people win. I love this. And that's when she went on to have all that success and sold her business for multiple millions on top of the 17 million. So she has a lot of respect for us. We have respect for her. When she told us about the product 3 days after Gina's party, we listened and we're like, okay, tell us more. What's going on? She said, okay, the company's been around for 19 years. Okay, I love that. I don't like a startup because they never usually start up. Okay, then she said that the company has been doing about 20 million, promoted by under the radar, promoted by doctors, practitioners for the last 19 years. For the last 12 years, been doing about $20 million. I'm like, okay. And then just before COVID, after 10 years of research, they come out with the X39. Okay, so she starts promoting this product 3 years ago, and took the company in the last 2 years from 20 million to $280 million. That's a wake-up call for me, like, oh my gosh, something's going on. And then she says that she became the #1 distributor in all of North America, and 90% of her business in North America. And I'm like, that was one of my biggest check marks. I love building the business international, but travel isn't what it used to be. I want to build it here with my friends in Ocala. Okay, so that was a huge check mark. And then we started doing a little research. It was $99 for a month's supply. I thought that was incredibly affordable. I mean, Gina has a cousin that came to our house that didn't want to do networking. Okay. You heard Mike, he didn't want to do it. Nobody wants to do anything different, but they want the end result. Okay. That's what you want to look at. Don't look at if you want to do it. Look at the end result. And she just came from the chiropractor, still in pain, walking like this. We put the patch on her. We talked to her for an hour. She's touching her toes, jumping, feeling incredible. All right. It costs the same amount to go one visit to the chiropractor. That, you know how they say it. If it's just me I've been a pro athlete for 25 years, so I know what they tell you. Okay, on Monday, we need to see you on Wednesday. We need to see you on Friday, then next Monday, then next Wednesday, next Friday. All right. The next Monday, then it's Friday. Right. It's $100 every time. How about $100 a month? and she's feeling incredible. Think about it. You can't go to a high-end physical therapist, nothing for $99. You can't go to GNC and walk out of there for $99 with a quality product. So that's what we're seeing. And the testimonies are wild on the product. And I didn't really believe when she told me how great the testimonies were going to be until we started hearing them from our own friends. So get that. That's very, all I really say to people is we got a product that reactivates your own stem cell. Okay. The process is really called photobiomodulation. Don't say that because it took me 5 months to memorize that word, and don't ask me to spell it. Okay. So you don't have to be a doctor or say anything like that. I just say you put the patch on and the heat from your body, phototherapy reactivates your own stem cells. When you say that, I don't care who they are. They about sit to attention. Yeah. Say it loud because you'll attract some people around the restaurant, anywhere you're at. And then you tell them that at 30 years old, half your stem cells are active, and at 60, none. There isn't a person you can get to say no. Think about what you got your hands on if you really zoned in and said, from this moment on through the month of December, I'm going to go into 2022 with incredible momentum. So Gina kind of talked about how it works. We just talked about that. Here's some of the things that the product is doing for people. Rapid pain relief. You know anyone that needs rapid pain relief? Yeah. Think about that. I mean, you ever drive down the road, any entrepreneurs in the room, and you hear those infomercials on the radio or on TV, they talk about all these taking away of pain from people. I'm like, man, if we could only come up with a pain product, that would be a gold mine. You got your hands on it right now. We gave it to a guy, Mike's friend, that's had back pain for years, owns a flower shop. Within 1 hour, pain gone. Like Gina's cousin, pain gone. Okay. Now it does, everything works for different people. We don't say that the patch is doing the healing. We just say the patch is going on your body. Your stem cells are being reactivated and your body heals itself. So reduce inflammation, wound healing. We're seeing all kinds of people that are having incredible testimonies with wound healing. Gina broke her toe or fractured her toe the other day. Okay. She's very bad with bruising. When she bruises for like months. Okay. Her toe was black and blue as could be over the Thanksgiving holiday. Within how long did it take before nothing? 2 days. She's doing jumping jacks, running around. Before that, she's like, my toe, puts the patch on her foot, put it right where you wanted working. And all of a sudden her toe is feeling incredible. So how about energy and vitality? Anybody could use a little of that. During COVID, we were like going to bed at 7:30. I mean, now we start a meeting at 8 o'clock and we're all fired up. I mean, put the patch on, okay? If you feel like, hey, you're down, you're slow, you're tired, put your patch on. And then what you do is you have so much vitality that the minute you put your head on your pillow, you're sound asleep. It's incredible what it's like. You should be. Think about your young kids that have their stem cells have been pumping, okay? My grandkids, right? When they might have a couple pillow fights or whatever, but as soon as they're sleeping, they're sleeping. They're not restless and moving. They're down for the count till the next morning. That's what's going to happen to you with your stem cells reactivated and charging, okay? Now, I'm 59, so I'm like, man, when I heard that there's only, at 60, you have none, I'm like, gosh, I got 2 at least left, one saying bye to the other, but I better get that patch on, all right? So I don't know how you feel, but, Gina's like, I'm 60. I got to get the patch on now, all right? And mental clarity. Would you like to have some mental clarity? I mean, think about it. Focus. What can you do with mental clarity? And you could really get more things done. I mean, I love this business. Anybody that's busy, I was talking to the pastor, I was saying, hey, busy people get things done. The great thing about this is we have a system we'll talk about real briefly tonight, but every Saturday we train on it. You just go on 1 hour on a Saturday and you learn how to do it. Everybody's busy, I know, but for the amount of money that they're going to pay to go on for 1 hour on a Saturday, you can figure out how to get on this Zoom that we do on a Saturday, okay? And it's uplifting. You feel better. Like tonight, you feel like better than if you watch the negative news all night tonight, okay? When you leave here, you're going to have at least some hope. Maybe I'm going to be feeling better. My stem cells are going to be reactivated. Who do I know that I can reactivate? And you got hope that maybe one day you can be free to do the things you want to do. I mean, Gina was a flight attendant for 25 years. She wanted to get out of the tube. Okay, like she knew where she was going to go. I mean, tonight you're really going to be mad at me tomorrow morning because when I say, think about when you go to work tomorrow, look around. You might picture them right now. Somebody that's doing what you're doing, like a flight attendant, 20 years longer than you. Do they have any better life than you? They're still in the tube. They're probably like, what do they call it when they give you more responsibility? At the flight attendant, they give you they make you in charge of the flight. You make an extra $1, but you got all more responsibility. So, people have got more responsibility, but they're but they got the same life. We are looking at saying, hey, what if you did this and you had the possibility to be free, and you got to kick your step, because one day you possibly could get out of there. Otherwise, you're never going to get out of there if you're doing the exact same thing. It could be in any occupation. So that's what our goal is. So enhanced sports. If I look like I'm a little bit of sore and a little bit of red, I've been out on the pickleball court because I thought if I put this patch on, I'm going to be able to beat Gina in pickleball. But she put the patch on as well, and she's got me running around the court, just back and forth and back and forth. Back. All right. So she just got it down. But at least I know that I've got at least more stamina to try to beat her. Okay. And improved skin appearance. I mean, Carl Firestone, my friend in Orlando, a very fair-skinned gentleman, but he loves being outside in Florida, and he's had all kinds of issues with his skin. And remember, every organ in your body is made of stem cells, and your skin is your biggest organ in your body, all full of stem cells. And this patch is reactivating those stem cells. And my brother-in-law, Jens, told me that every time he goes to the dermatologist, he makes her car payment every time with the freezing of all the things that he's got to freeze. Okay. So he tells me that he just got out of there like a week ago or so, and she couldn't freeze one thing on his back, on his body, not one thing. And he was just ecstatic that he didn't have to live with the misery of the blistering and everything after they do that. And that she was blown away by what's going on, and people are feeling incredible with their skincare. So Gina said you could wear the patch anywhere. This is where the case studies were done. So you can wear it behind the neck and below the belly button. We suggest to start there. But if you've got a pain in your knee or a pain in your elbow, don't always focus only on a pain that you've got somewhere, because it could be your body, the stem cells go to your weakest link. So wherever it needs it might be working on your liver, and then it'll come back to your knee. So don't focus only on that pain where your knee is. Give yourself some time to make it happen, because you will be feeling incredible. Drink plenty of water and stay focused. Wear 12 hours on, then you throw it away, and then you put the X39 back on. In your body, when you're sleeping, all the stem cells that were reactivated you're revitalizing your body during the sleep time, and then you're back on it. Now, as an entrepreneur, I was thinking, well, people keep wearing this patch. And I was like, I've been wearing it now for 5.5 months, and I cannot wait to put the patch on in the morning. Like, I just can't wait to put it on. I mean, I don't think people feel that about taking a pill from the pharmacy, right? Here, you want to put it on. So, I mean, this is a game changer. We're handing it to you on a silver platter to make it happen for you and your family. Now, we got a few testimonies. Now, my testimony is I was a pro athlete for 25 years, pro water skier. I had 14 surgeries, and I've had to take handfuls of aspirin, Excedrin for the last 10 years. I've been taking it every day, and I've been off it after 1 week. Now, my friends were even higher than that. The ones that I competed against, they were on Percocet. I could never I just take the aspirin. And it worked. I mean, it didn't perfectly work, but the patch, I got no pain whatsoever at all. And these guys, within 1 week, got off their Percocet with no side effects. That's incredible to be able to get off that kind of medicine with no side effects. And it's not easy to do. And they're incredibly happy that we shared the product with them. People are going to love that you shared this with them. I will say this much. So we've got Jess, right? You want to come on up and share? And we've got Tools. Where's Tools? Toots. We got Toots. Where's Toots? Come on up here, Toots. You're up after Jess, all right? Tell them a little bit, right from our local here. Jess, go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, come on over here so we can see in the camera. Yeah.
Hello.
Tell them your name and where you live around here.
Markham. Yes, just north of here, Macon OP. My husband and I were introduced to the patch by Sarah and Devin. We've been on it for 2.5 months and noticed huge results with pain in my foot, his shoulder. He couldn't rope anymore. Back at it. And then, so after us, our little boy has experienced seizures and he has Chiari malformation. They said no cure for it. He gets bad headaches, barometric pressure affects him greatly, very bad behavioral problems. And we're like, hey, why not? So 3 weeks ago, we put the patch on him and he is sitting in the back of the room. And he would not go through sitting this long without pitching a fit, having defiant issues. It's just been a godsend. So thank you.
Thanks. So you see, life changing, all right? And the little guy, they were telling me the story earlier, and I'm like, he's just sitting there. He's happier it can be to be here, right? So, and it's changing his life. We have an 18-year-old friend of ours, Carl's son, that's got cystic acne, okay? And gone in 5 weeks, right?
He's
21.
And in 5 weeks, his
5
acne
weeks.
is completely gone.
In 5 weeks, his acne completely gone.
He's so happy because
Yeah.
he said it really bothered him.
Yeah, of course, changed his life. Now, what is their answer normally is to have Accutane, and that's what my daughter had, and she was an athlete, but she broke her ankles twice, I believe, because it weakens your bones. I mean, you don't want your kids having to take that if you don't have to. Put a patch on, non-transdermal, nothing goes into your skin whatsoever, okay? It just activates your copper peptide that reactivates your own your own stem cells. Go ahead, Jess, right? Toots, go ahead. Over here. Toots. Yeah. Go ahead, Toots.
So I'm Toots Banner. So actually stopped by to see Jessica, to see her dad, and she's there, and
A little more this way, sorry.
she has a dog that has the patch on it. And she
Okay.
starts telling me. So I've been a veterinarian for 35 years. So that got my interest. And so I looked up, and so doing horses for over 30 years, finally got beat up, tore up, and it's like, I need to start doing small animals, quit the large animal practice. So anyway, so we have 4 doctors at our practice.
Wow.
And so we get a little crazy, a little nuts. But after she told me about it, got started on it within a week, the energy level was significantly better. Secondly, is that coming home at night, I couldn't believe how much energy there. But when things got crazy at the clinic, I still kept my head about me. I didn't have all the stress. I could think clearly as things were unfolding with the emergency. So super happy about that. And then now I got my mother started on it. And so she is doing well. But the crazy thing is, you said you didn't want to be in the tube anymore. So I'm even thinking about, you know what, should I get back to doing horses? And I'm like, oh, heck no. Now that this has come along.
Right.
So excited
Thanks.
about
Thanks.
that.
We really appreciate your leadership, Toots. All right. Okay. Thanks. So we got veterinarians excited about the X39, and that's what we're seeing. I mean, I'm blown away, Toots. I'm blown away by how many doctors have gotten started with us in the business, and it's all got to do with their patients are going and showing them what's happening for them, just telling their story. So get yourself a testimony, or like when Gene and I started, we didn't have a testimony. We talked about our friend's Onyx testimony and the people that she had been working with. We just talked about their testimonies to get people excited. So before we go past the testimony thing, my sister-in-law is here, Gina's sister. They just hit the 3rd highest rank in the business, all right? That's how it's happening. It's happening very fast. Don and Sandy Mark, come on up here. They drove all the way from Ormond Beach, and they're incredible leaders and teachers. I just want you to hear what they have to say about the testimonies of the product and what is the potential when you have these kind of testimonies. Right here in front of the camera. You guys talk.
Yes.
Woo!
Yeah.
I might need that. You guys, the Zoom last night, my thumb is like, I have been forwarding that, and I tell them, I'll say, just go to 48 minutes. That's where the testimonies are. If you don't get somebody off those testimonies, move on, you guys. Those are life-changing testimonies. I was like, I can't even tell you how many people I've sent it to team. I've sent it to prospects that are sitting on the fence. I've sent it to new prospects. I mean, I still tomorrow, I got so many more to do. You guys, this is like life-changing, okay? I'm sorry, I had to run out, but my ex-Mary Kay director just confirmed with me for tomorrow night, so in St. Augustine. So, but you guys, this is like, I feel like I need a t-shirt that says everybody needs to be patched. You know, and when I was texting people today, I literally wanted to say to them, you guys, don't miss out on this. It could be the health of yourself or a family. I get goosebumps, you guys. don't miss out on what this change is doing for people's life. We have a neighbor that's been in a basically a wheelchair most of the time with severe pain, severe diabetes, type 1 diabetes. And I shared the patch with them. It took me 2 weeks, okay, to get the patch to him because she had to watch the video, then he had to watch the video, and it had to be his idea that he would try it because he was the one that's hurt. I'm like, I don't care, just watch it. So I get him to do it, get him on the patch, and he comes, she comes walk around the corner with the dog, and I open up my front door and I lean out and I said, how's George doing? And she said, you know, I think it's working. I said, I know it is. You guys, it's just like, and then he thought he was running out and she's going out of town and she calls me, she said, we got to have some of those patches. Do you have any more? I'll just order them back for you. I said, yes, I got them. Don't worry, we got you covered. You know, we have a gentleman in Ohio that his wife called me the other day. He's been in bed for 18 years, you guys. He hasn't made one Thanksgiving dinner and 8 family Thanksgiving dinner in 18 years. Okay. He was on the patch. I enrolled him for my cousin. Hi, Rodney. Love you. I enrolled him for my cousin because he didn't know how to do it yet. It was less than 2 weeks. He has George and him on the phone calling me. And this guy is up and out of bed every single day. He had been everywhere doing different clinical research and stuff, testing of drugs, trying to help him. And no one can help him. My cousin used to run the cancer research at Akron General. He had even been to her. And this is how I knew because she comes from a strong medical background. She like wasn't 100% on board. She's texting me one day, what's our password? What's our website? What's this? I go, whoa, wait a minute. I pick up the phone. I said, Kathy, what's going on? She said, well, you know your cousin Rodney. He shared those patches with George. And George is getting amazing testimony. She said, if I wouldn't have seen it and heard it with my own eyes, I would have told your cousin he was a liar. And I said, that's what I say. We get crazy testimonies, and he keeps telling me, Sandy, you can't say crazy. You got to say incredible. But they're crazy, you guys. They are crazy.
Wow.
That's Sandy.
And you know, you can hold your water. You're going to need it again. You know, Mike and Say were up here, and Sandy enrolled. Now, Mike and Say are right up front with you. They were poor. When they came to Steve and Gina's house, they had 18 applications in the other business. I really believe, and we figured it out after a little while, that he didn't even have a computer to sign up people. Okay. So what he's telling you is truth. This doesn't matter if you got $5 in your pocket or $500,000 in your pocket. You all need it. Everybody needs the same product, and it's this one. You can feel better, or you can stay feeling bad. Your choice. And people are gonna, you know, we just enrolled a guy the other day, 2 months now, been talking to him. I didn't give up. It's just a matter of, he's like,
you can't give up on nobody.
Can't give up.
Nobody.
I just kept calling him and say, hey, are you ready yet? He said, you know, I never did get my blood work back. He said, I'm obviously must be okay. I said, well, then you still need these patches. He said, you're right, I do. Signed up. But it's just persistent. You got to be persistent. You got to talk to people and just be real. Tell them what's happening with you, you know? And that's what I said. We went to the dermatologist the other day. My results weren't as good as my brother-in-law's. You know, I work out in the sun all the time, do wear long sleeves. I'm better than I used to be. But he says, what's those patches on your? I said, well, glad you asked. He said, you guys are going to get younger. I said, that is the plan. You know, and that's what we told the dermatologist. So get the people in, be persistent talking to people, you know, and don't give up on them. Some people are going to come around. Some people might not come around now, but sooner or later they will. They'll figure it out. They'll get it.
Don't take them off your list.
Now, keep calling them.
Wait, hold on. Sandy, tell them a little bit about this promotion that's going on right now. $18,000. How simple that they could run and make this happen.
You guys, who would like to get paid for just doing what you love to do? Okay. You know, there's 4 avenues of income, and then they just added a 5th one with all these bonuses. Okay. When we first got started, they had it. I don't even know what we went all the way to, whatever. I forget how much we made. But you guys jump on these bonuses. There's no better time than when Onyx says, Put your tennis shoes on and run. What Saeed says, step out of your comfort zone. Call those people. Call those people. I called a girl today that's in another company. She told me she's making 6-figure. I said, guess what? You'll make a lot more than 6-figure in this.
Yeah.
She said, you better send it to me. I need to check this out.
Yeah.
Woo!
All right. So thanks, Andy and Donnie. So we're just the great thing is we're just real people telling people what is happening, and you can win and succeed. Gina's got to even instruct me where to stand. All right. So real quick, this is the slide that she wanted to show. I love this slide, by the way. Take a picture of it. It's actually on that back of the card, the welcome card that we gave you. This is the long-term results of wearing the X39. So it's not just about your little ankle pain going away. It's about your whole body having a transformation. Within the first few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. That's why the little guy back there is having a great testimonies. People, little kids with Alzheimer's, a teenager with Alzheimer's, dementia, and with autism, right? Okay. And you don't have to be. The great thing is I love to say that because I'm not everyone knows. Whoa. Well, you know what? This isn't a doctor up here. I negotiated my way out of high school, told the teachers that if you don't pass me, I am coming back. That's how I became a world champion. So I don't act to be like a doctor. Right. But the great thing is that you can just be real with the people, the little kids with Alzheimer's. No, anyways. Your genes are resetting, especially motor type skills. We're seeing that. Okay. Within 6 weeks, your brain becomes balanced. Anybody want their brain balanced? Okay. Decrease the symptoms of PTSD, anxiety, and depression. We are seeing a lot of anxiety and depression of what people have had to go through for the last 2 years. So you owe it, like Sandy said, to share it with your friends. Collagen is increased within 3 months. Ladies, how would you like your wrinkles to be decreased? Okay. And your hair to grow like a weed. I mean, my nails are growing like fire. So, I mean, I can't cut them fast enough. So something's going on. And then your bones and your muscles start going to a younger state. Would you like to have stronger bones and stronger muscles? Okay. Anybody. And then the last thing is incredible that the cardiovascular doctor last night, as well as internal medicine doctors are blown away by your heart reverses and aging within 6 months. A recent study showed that 14 out of 15 people lowered their vascular age an average of 8 years in 6 months on the X39. I don't wear the patch. Don't wear it, all right? But I'm going to wear it because think about, I've only been on it for 5 months. What's it going to happen in 6 months? What's going to happen in a year? I tell you, my friend Onyx, she went back to her periodontist and he said, what have you been doing with your dental hygiene? You don't even know what's going on. You can't feel the things that's happening. Gina told you about our eyesight reversed in aging. I've been going for this eye doctor for 20 years. He never said that. Her periodontist said, your gums are starting to grow back. And they had been testing the gaps is what they call it, right? 2 years later, they came all the way back. That doesn't happen. Her periodontist said at that age, right? It doesn't happen. So think about what is going on. You don't feel your hair growing. You don't feel sunspots going away. I'm telling you, this is an incredible technology that we've all been blessed with. We already talked about where the company's going. Here's a great website. I want you to know about this. StartX39.com. If you're brand new and you're wondering you'd like this business to work for you, you've got to have a team product website, not a corporate site. That's where a lot of people, if you've ever talked to anyone that didn't win, they just were set up wrong. Meaning that if everyone has the same products in a network that everyone else has, and they're all in the same drugstore or department store or health food store, you're not in the same page. If you're sending out the link to your networking company, it's not what you want to do. That's what happens to your prospects and maybe the doctor you're sharing it with. They get lost in the minutia of the free trips, the money, and all the other patches or the other products. I'm sorry. Okay. Here, we're only going to share one product, the X39. That's 80% of our sales. It just took the company from 20 million to 280 million. The 80 case studies around there, the doctor's reviews, the patents, the testimonies, everything is on there. We've answered every question with that website right there. Here's the patent. July 2020, we're going to make a huge run. Right, my friend back in South Africa, we're making a huge run with this, right? So Okay, here's a little bit about how to make the money. You're not going to understand everything in one night, but I'll keep it as simple as you can. All right. What happens is you get started on the X39. Okay. You get to pick where you want to be on the enrollment form, anywhere from a silver package all the way up to a diamond package. I like the gold package at least. It's $4.99, where you get started with 5 sleeves, and now you can make everything in the comp plan and that the company has to offer. And everybody, as you're going to build a right team and a left team, it's like a franchise. Everybody in here is like a franchise. We don't know where you're going to take your business. It's like Toots. He said that he might like to create this for a retirement business for him, right? You don't know what anybody's thinking. You go to your veterinarian, you think that they're thinking that. I mean, you don't know what anybody's thinking, okay? But you don't know who you're going to talk to tomorrow that's looking to put something together. And the great thing about this is that you're not buying a franchise, you own the franchise, meaning that this can be all we're just starting in Ocala. How many people live in Ocala? This is just the beginning. We can build it anywhere throughout America and around the world. Everyone is a franchise, and you're going to help that franchise win. But sometimes you have somebody that's just going to get in, like Mike and Saeed. They have their own dreams. Whether I help them or not, they're going to run for their own dreams. So that's very interesting that this can take on a life of its own, where basically when you buy a franchise, meaning like you bought one of the restaurants or you had to pay $250,000 for, you basically bought a job with teenagers working for you, right? You end up smelling like pickles or onions or something like that, okay? And you end up making the fries because they didn't show up, okay? Here, you own this franchise, and you're going to build a right team and a left team. Now, tonight, there's a ton of people, usually about 200 plus people on a Zoom. You got all these people in the room. Everybody gets placed underneath the right team and the left team, underneath everybody. Nobody knows anybody, but everybody gets paid for everybody. I never heard that in sales. Normally, I got to bring everybody in if I'm going to sell something to the sales product that I'm selling. Here, everybody counts for everybody. You don't know who the people are that are coming into your business, and you're getting paid for them. Even you sponsor a friend that brings a friend in, you don't know who that friend's friend is. You're just getting paid for that, up to $25,000 per week. So you get that. You build a right team. So let me just explain. If this is you put one on the right and one on the left. So here goes your aunt, there goes your cousin, there goes your neighbor, there goes a coworker. You just keep putting them right, left, right, left, right, left. Then you're going to help them do the exact same thing. And everyone you don't know, all of a sudden your coworker friend wants to get free, and he just starts building it faster than you can even keep up with them. Now your business is growing. You don't even know. Next thing you know, it's in, like my friends here were talking about, they got business going in South Africa. I don't even know who the people are. That's what happens, okay? I was on the phone with Mike the other day, and he said, I'm talking to somebody in South Africa. Remember, I don't know any of those people, okay? So that's what happens. You can't even stop it. Would you like to have a business that you can't stop? Now we're in 70. They did an incredible thing. They built this, and they put it in 75 countries over the last 12 years when they were doing $20 million, 75 countries. So when somebody's getting in South Africa, now what's the time zone in South Africa? When we go to bed, the sun coming up over there? Okay, so +7. So we're sound asleep, and sun is coming up in Australia, sun's coming up in South Africa, sun's coming up in Asia. It's like, as you start building this, Toots, you're going to love it. The longer you sleep, the more you make. I mean, not that we're lazy, it's just like you want to sleep better. Cha-ching, cha-ching, patch, so think about it. It's just crazy. So I'm just throwing a vision out there for you, okay? But everyone, it's wide open around the world. It is wide open. But let's build it here and get you free. Then you can even go there and have more fun making it happen. Now, the unilevel part of it, you get paid 25%. They pay you more money for the people you bring in. So they encourage you to bring in people as well. So when you bring them in, you get 25% of what they make. I didn't say, well, would they make $25,000 a week? I didn't say if, I said they're going to make it. I'm confident that if you engage tonight and you run with us in December and you go all the way through the next 24 months, give me 24 months of stamina. Our system is, can you patch 3 people a day, follow up with 3 people, and put somebody on a Zoom? A lot of times in this industry, meetings are kind of tough because you got to get to a meeting or whatever, drive across town. Okay. Well, we did almost every bit of our business, and all of Onyx, she did everything from 20 million to 280 million with no meetings, only Zooms. I mean, anybody can do a Zoom meeting. Mike just went to the department store. How many shirts did you buy? 18 shirts, no pants. Because you just wear your pajama bottoms and a shirt. I mean, think about that. How much easier can it get? I mean, anyone you can go. we decided, we knew this promotion was coming and we had to keep it top secret with everybody, but we wanted to go out on the road and look everybody in the eye and say, hey, this is the real deal. We're here to help you. We're going to see you mostly on Zoom, but at least you get to shake our hand and see exactly what we're doing. Because when you know the person, I mean, I will have to admit that the reason why Mike and Sai got a head start, the reason why we got a head start out of the gate was because we had history with Onyx. We already helped her win and succeed, so we all knew each other. Nobody's going to let somebody down. We're not going to let Mike and Sai, we're not going to let you down, but you don't know us. So us coming here to like look you in the eye and say, hey, we said we were coming. We're here. We want to help you make it happen. And this is, we love just beginning. It's like Gino say, I don't care if there are 2 people or 2,000 people. We're going to be ourselves and help our friends win and succeed. So that's why we're here. Okay. But we built most of our business to this date only with Zooms. So that's a whole different deal than old school having to have huge meetings. I mean, we have a Saturday meeting for training. We've never done a training meeting in person, only on a Saturday at 1 o'clock. So you get 25%. So when your friend is making 25,000, you're making 6,250. So you help 4 friends, you're making another $25,000 a week. So that's 25 from the team commission, 25 from this. How much is that? Help me out. Okay. But our first goal is to get you to make 200 a week, and then 500 a week, and then 1,000 a week. Let's just start. What will it take to get you have a little bit less stress in your life? And it's not, you only can do this part-time, whether you're full-time in it or you're starting, you can only do it part-time because you're patching 3 people a day. You're following up with 3 people and you're putting them on a Zoom or a replay. That's it. That's all we do. 3, 3, 1 when you hear that. So then 20% when your friend sponsors somebody, you get 20%. And when your friend sponsors somebody else, your friend's friend, you get another 20%. But if you're a business person, watch this. These people here is the only way to help that person. So you're helping the exact same people all together to make the same money. So it's very exciting. You don't need zillions of people. It's like we're here for Devin and Sarah. They're hosting it tonight because we know that we just putting the people underneath Devin and Sarah. We just keep driving it down. It gets crazy with just one couple. You don't need to have a ton of couples. Don't get overwhelmed. Just start putting people in right and left, and they'll tell you that, hey, not only do I want my stem cells reactive, but I would like to have a little income coming in. They'll tell you, all right? Toots just told me, so I'm going to be helping him, right? And if I got a dog that needs a little help, I'm going to be running over to him, right? So the business industry is going to 300 billion, okay? It's at 200 million, it's going to 300 billion. The only other way that I've heard of, I was reading Tony Robbins' book, Life Force, is about stem cell injections. Now, he just had an injection in his knee, and he talks about like 25 grand, no big deal. I had $25,000, got a great knee, and my knee's feeling great. It's like he talks like everybody's got $25,000 laying around, right? Would you think more people are going to want to be injected with stem cells that they're not sure if it'll work, and they might have to do it again, or just put a patch on? Think about the potential of what can happen. Basically, anything a doctor has said that, right? Am I right, Bob? Anything a doctor has said that I don't have any answers for, okay? We're seeing results, okay? So that's pretty cool. We got sample envelopes that Gina's got right here, okay? We brought them with you. Now that's Mike and Cy. Would you agree, Mike, that you won big because we had product and envelopes for you to send to your friends? So we're setting you up tonight. Whatever the printer charges us, 10 sample envelopes. What we do is we take these sleeves from 30 patches in a sleeve, a month's supply, and we put them like 3 or 6 in an envelope so that when you're out and about, you're ready and prepared to patch your friends. So you're ready to go. That's why we have them here printed for you. So you just go. Now they don't have the ones printed with my name on it and my number. Okay, you'd be happy. I mean, I'm thinking for you. I could easily put my name on them. Here, hand out these. All right. I'll put my name on it. They're just blank for you to put your info. Now you can get them printed with your info on them in the back office, which we have. Okay. Right here is our training site. If you go to step 3 and you go to give, it goes right to Vistaprint, and you can have them print the envelopes and the postcards that tell you where to put the patch and what it works, what it's going to do for you. All the results, long-term and short-term, and at startx39.com. So you look really professional when you talk to somebody. Until you get your envelopes, you can just hand them out with Ziplocs or something. It doesn't matter. Just get them out to people, okay? Some people only just give you one. Okay. Hey, this is the only patch I'm going to give. If you really want your stem cells reactivated, let's get you signed up. And we have the order forms here for everybody to sign up. So this is our training site. If you can't sleep tonight, go on there, qfteambiz.com. It's got 9 steps to success. We're not going to leave anyone behind that doesn't want to be left behind. If you want to win, we're going to help you win. And we know that you're busy. So that's why you get to plug into they can plug into our trainings, and you don't know who is going to be like, plug into something that we're doing, and we will be working with them and they're not here. We'll help them help you make it happen. That's how we're going to make this happen. It's incredible. I remember helping my brother-in-law. Remember, Don? I helped you put a bunch of people in, and you were like saying, oh my gosh, I feel guilty. I'm making more money with you than my job. I'm going to start building this. And he went on to make millions because you want to have a heart to go help people. And you should do the same thing. If you want to win, just help your friends. It's not a big deal. Here's the enrollment form we've been talking about all night. We have that here as well. So we're setting you up. I would encourage you to get them. I order these at about 2,000 at a time, okay? Because I want to help my friends win. How big? It's not very much. I mean, if you had to start a company, you cannot start a lawn maintenance business as cheap as this business. It's just $4.99 if you want to get the big pack for $15.99, $1,700, like Gina said. What it is this. You pick whatever one-time package that you want to get. It's a one-time package. I like the gold, but if you can only afford silver, you can upgrade. So if you only can afford $299, you can pay $200 in 2 weeks. Now you're a gold. You only pay the difference and you get a couple more sleeves. Now you're a gold. You don't have to get a bigger package ever. But if you want to take it like a business, the reason why we get the diamond package with 19 sleeves is you get the sleeves down a little bit cheaper. And you also get paid every time somebody signs up. You get $500 for them to sign up. So you 3 people, you've paid for your package basically, and you get 2 months auto ship after the initial month. So basically 3 months you're paid for your auto ship, which is worth $110, which is $199. So it's worth about over $500 already paid for in your auto ship. So that's why why do we get the diamond pack? Because when you want to break those sleeves down to sample package envelopes, then you've got plenty to hand out. And when you sign somebody up, because you're expecting them to get in, you want to be your own mini warehouse. So you hand your friend 3 sleeves. When they get their gold package or whatever, then they give you your sleeves back. But now, like Mike taught you, that he said, we want to patch everybody, your cousin, your brother, your mother, your coworker, anybody else. So that last night, the testimony that we got from the host, Ken and Diana, it took them 3 weeks to get their testimony, but they put the patch, they listened to Mike and they put the patch on everybody they knew. And some got 1 hour testimony, some got 1 day, some got 2 days. They had sponsored about 15 people before they even got their testimony. So that's why you don't want to just do the old school. It's like, I'll wait till I get my feeling. No, you won't. We want to try everybody you know about this product so they all can see how great this product is. And maybe you're really fit. You don't have any ailments. Gina didn't have any ailments, right? I'm like walking around like this. I want to try to beat her in pickleball. I can't even walk around, right? So that's why you get the diamond package so that you're ready. Now think about it. If you got the gold package, which I said you could get, that you don't need anymore to make all the money in the comp plan. If I hand you 3 sleeves, okay, and I only have the gold package, I only got 2 left. I'm taking mine and my wife's sleeve now. You see, you don't have enough to really make it happen in a big way. Now you can upgrade. If you want to come in at gold tonight, you can upgrade to the diamond in a week or so. You pick where you want. We don't want to force you. I'm just telling you why it's powerful to get the diamond pack. Now, some people like Mike, he was mad at me because I didn't tell him to get the diamond pack. I'm not a hard, like, I don't get into try to push you into get a package. I want to win big time, long term with you. But he wanted to win. So he's like, I got to upgrade right away. How many days did it take you to upgrade? 1 day, right? Now, Gina mentioned auto ship, okay? And Devin, did you get in a diamond right away?
I actually signed in gold. 2 days later, I was a diamond.
Yeah. So we're just learning in the room, okay? Anything I left out, Devin, come on up here real quick. Come on up here. Anything I might have left out as far as what you've seen? You probably are sitting there saying, I wish Steve would have said this. Right?
Actually, I was, Steve. I was sitting back there and I was thinking to myself while you were talking is, how else would I'm an ag guy. I've been an ag my whole life since I was 4 years old. And when you see an industry that's going to go to 300 billion, I sit there in the room and I go, how else could a guy who grows blueberries and bamboo for a living ever get a piece of the 300 billion? Could I have ever, if Mike would not have called me and my brother and said, hey guys, what do you know about stem cells? I would have still been sitting there doing the same old. And also, getting involved, when you heard what Mike said, I knew nothing about this industry. I was 27 years old when I got introduced to this industry. And so things that I've learned is anytime you invest money, there is a risk. Any business you ever start, there comes a certain level of risk. When you look at this, this is such a low risk to get started. Okay. You hear me and Sarah on the way to a wedding on Friday and rolled 3 diamonds on a computer, driving in a car, high-fiving down to the wedding. I'm going, where else could we be driving together, listening to Fleetwood Mac, hanging out, and rolling diamonds, high-fiving down, working together? And so this industry, tax reasons, do you know when you get started in an MLM, and all this is strictly taking a product to market, we're going right to the consumer, we're skipping the middleman. We're skipping Target and Walmart and CVS. That's all you're doing. You're going right to a consumer. You get to benefit from it and your family gets to benefit. But anyhow, me and Sarah were driving out of that wedding. We're high-fiving, having a great time. And so anyhow, you can work this business from anywhere. Also, I had a couple of things I was just going to share with you, Steve. Right, we signed up gold. We signed up gold right when we got started. 2 days later, I was fixing to sign a friend of mine in, and he goes, Devin, I want to get in diamond. My brother calls me up and says, hey, Devin, you better upgrade. I said, no, I'm good, man. I just got in 2 days ago. I got 5 sleeves. He goes, no, when you sponsor that diamond, you and Sarah are going to make 50 or $100, and I'm going to make $400 because I'm your diamond. And the volume goes right up to my brother. I said, okay, let me go ahead and upgrade. But the things that I've learned, because I never knew about this industry, guys, and literally this industry can change your life. It literally did it for me and Sarah. It has set us up. And so we weren't looking. We were on the sidelines for 10 years, not engaged in this, knowing that this industry changed our life. We just were looking for the right thing. We wanted something that no one else had. You've heard it from Mike and Sight, that nobody else could duplicate. We weren't carving out our share of the marketplace. But when you get in this industry, do you know you have over 250 tax incentives? This is taxed at the very lowest percentage of taxes. So you will save more money in taxes than it even costs you to get in this business. When you're a business owner, you'll understand that. You'll get in an MLM just for the write-offs in your businesses. So I've learned so much about this industry. And I'll tell you, the last business I worked at with my father, he's the one who got me into blueberries. I loved ag. I have a bamboo company. And so I grow the giant timber bamboos, and I love bamboo. But my dad got me in the food business. He spearheaded the blueberry. I've never worked harder for 12 years of my life growing that product. And I'll tell you, when we let go of that, I told Sarah, I don't want a business like that again. I want something that I haven't been a coach for my kids. I wasn't involved in sports with my 3 children. I had no time for my family. And I said, I do not want that type of business ever again. And so we were looking for this type of business that we could work together, have time, have flexibility. She could be a stay-at-home mom, that our skies were the limit. There was no ceiling to what we could make. All this is based on is our work ethic, right? And you see the 2 people standing here, Steve and Gina, their work ethic is unparalleled. Mike tells you they're the MVP. They really are the MVP. And I'm telling you, we are so blessed to have them involved with us. And we're so blessed that Mike and Saeed called us. And I'll tell you, Mike, did you know the other night we were sitting in our house? Mike, this is a difference too, is if I was going to jump in your company or start another business, would you set me up? If I was going to start a barber next to you, would you go in there and tell me how to be a barber, how to contact people? You would never teach me your business, because why? I'd be competing against you. Do you know the other day Mike was on a Zoom call for us? I'm not bilingual. I can't speak Spanish. Do you know that having Mike on my team, he jumped on a Zoom call for me and Sarah down in Mexico with 20 people, hosted our Zoom call for us for 1 hour. And when we got off the call, Mike, I'll tell you, we were so thankful. I said, thank God that Mike called us, because where else could we be in a business that had a friend that would jump on a Zoom call, sponsor 20 people down in Mexico, build an international business without a team? And that's what it takes, guys, a great team, and you are a part of that. That's all you need to know. If you're here new tonight, you get in, get a kit, get out your cell phone, look up 4 contacts, and know this: you are on the best team. You are on an amazing team, and that's all you really have to know tonight. So thank you guys very much, and I'll turn it back over.
And by the way, I told Keston when he told me that Mike was on that call, I said, thank goodness. Devin, I said, Devin, thank goodness we got Mike in between you and me, because me and him, the only word I know is mucho dinero, all right? Now, the auto ship, real quick. I want to make sure you know this so that you can educate your folks. One sleeve is for one person. So a 30-day supply is one sleeve. It's $99. When you're on auto ship, you get to keep your points. So as people are getting put in your group left and right, those 19 people, if Devin wasn't on auto ship, they disappear at the end of the month. So you want to be on auto ship so that you keep your points. That's your overhead of the business. So that's for one person. Now you don't get paid everything in the comp plan. You get paid like up to $100 a week with one sleeve auto ship. You make everything in the comp plan on 2 sleeve auto ship, which is $199. Okay. And think about it. If you're married, you definitely want to be on 2 sleeve because it's for you and your wife. I mean, think about it. You're going to be like doing jumping jacks. She's going to be like, honey, wait for me. All right. I mean, so I know it would be the other way around with me and Gina. She's got the sleeves and I don't. Right. So we can put you on 2 sleeves. And if you're single, you need one to promote. You know, you got to promote the products. Okay. So that's the 2 sleeve auto ship. So people are getting put underneath you. You don't want to lose out of the points because they mean a lot of money. And this team here, we take responsibility and help our friends. So you fill that out. Every Wednesday we have a meeting today. Today's Wednesday, so we got a big Zoom today. But we do them whenever we're doing our tours. Mike and Cy do the Spanish meetings on Thursday because we're just breaking out. This is like a 19-year-old startup company. One of Mike's friends flew in from California. There were 1,200 people at the convention that they've had of 19 years, a global convention. Devin, Sarah, Mike, Gina, myself, Don, and Sandy, we had 350 people come on our team. Okay, we could have sold double that, but they ran out of tickets. It's a 19-year-old stump. They didn't even have tickets. They couldn't even get virtual tickets, right? But his friend had this big smirk on his face. He said, "Why you got this smirk on your face, right, Danny?" And he said, "Because there's only 1,200 people here. If there's 1,200 people, we all can win. We all can win because if there was 20,000 people, maybe we don't all win. But 1,200 people, every one of us can win." So it's really a timing, and we know it's not perfect timing for everyone to jump in, but it's so simple to just throughout your day. I don't care how busy you are, you can catch 3 people. You know, you either text them, call them, or put it on right on themselves, right? But that's all we're doing. We have a free trip heading to Aruba. So we're going to take almost everyone on the leaderboard is on the Quantum Field team. That's all of the team that we're all on. And we're all rocking the leaderboard. So everyone's going to go on a free trip to Aruba. And we know how to help our friends go on free trips. Don and Sandy been on free trips with us. Mike and Saeed. Devin said how many trips he's been on. So we don't just go alone. We want to go with a bunch of people. How would you like to go on a free trip with 100 of your friends? Okay. We're going to have a great time. Here's where we're going to be next. I would have to say these 2 would be now you might know anybody in these cities, but we're only going out to look people in the eye and tell them that it's for real. It's like Rodney Howard Brown. He texted me and said that his friends were going to be here. So we helping each other, telling them that we got friends. Get our number. Tell us that you're going to have a friend. We'll shake their hand and tell them that this is the real deal. But we're going to be in St. Augustine. Everybody knows somebody in St. Augustine. Think a little bit. For $10,000. I mean, think about if your boss said, "Okay, I'm going to give you $10,000 if you drive to St. Augustine tomorrow night and you take a friend." Would you do it? Yes. So you know you could do it. Now it's just a decision if you're going to do it. Okay. That's just the way we've acted for the last 5 months. We've got on the phone. We call the people. If they don't want to get in, great. If they don't, we don't push anyone, but there's people looking. So that's all we're saying is that figure out, use us because we're going here and it's going to be wild. Like Mike said, everyone's going to hear about it. When we did our last run, when all these people we helped win at, we didn't have social media back then. With social media and word of mouth, everyone's going to hear about stem cell reactivation in the next 24 months. So now is the best time to get in. And the people that really earned and had all the success with us last time were the ones that got in early with us and we all went together. It's a much more fun to run together. We're all busy, but we're running together and we're teaming up. So St. Augustine tomorrow night, Savannah on Saturday. Then we got Atlanta, some meetings in Atlanta, Knoxville, Greenville, Raleigh. So we're actually heading up to go see our grandkids, okay, in Virginia. So we're doing these meetings to go see our grandkids. We got a motive, but we want to help everybody win and make it happen. So that's going to be, our tour that's going on. And then we just say to people, hey, don't look at this if you really want to do something. Look more at the end result because that's what we're talking about. We want to have the end result for you. And we know it's big. So it's been great sharing with everybody. Get yourself some sample envelopes from Gina. She's got them here because we're going to be sold out. and get yourself the enrollment pads. I love to have the enrollment pads. You can even have the names on the people that you're going to put in. They're $5. I mean, $5. So Gina, come on up here, wrap it up. Take it away. I love rocking with all these.
Okay, hey, it was great, wasn't it? I'm so fired up. I got to go meet somebody out there. I don't know anybody out there, but I'm going to go find somebody. Okay, so for everyone who's on Zoom, you either fill out this order form that someone emailed you, or you got a link. Go ahead and fill it out. Do not go to bed, everybody in this room, until you fill this out, because you want to get your product shipped right away. And the international people wake up, so you want to get in before they get in. So that's we got a little motive, because you don't want to have them sign up 20 people and you could have been up a little higher. So make sure you get yourself in. And again, we're going on this tour. We're super excited to be traveling around. You can send your people. It is a safe place. Like I said, Sarasota, I had 2 enrollment forms from the night before. So go ahead and send your people. I'll take care of them. You text me, tell me who's coming. I look for them. I make sure I get their order form. I snapshot it. I send it to you and you enroll them. So we're excited where it's going. We're excited for you to get some December to remember. It's going to be fun. You know, I remember Tim Gidley. He was supposed to be in Sarasota, but he's on his tour doing his Christmas tour. And he said to me, you know what, Gina, this business has changed my life. And I said, Tim, why? You know, I just want to know why. And he said, you know, I've always worked really hard. Christmas is like my busiest time, because he goes around singing at churches and does a lot of speaking. And he goes, you know what? It's going to be the best Christmas ever, because I've really worked my business. I'm making great money in his Lifeway business, that my kids are going to have a really good Christmas. You know, to never have had a good Christmas. So I'm super excited. That just gives Steve and I drive to get out there and help the next person and the next person and the next person. Because I've had good Christmases with my kids. They're all grown up and old now. Well, not old, but 34 is old, you know, but I'm, 29. How can I have a 34-year-old? I'm just kidding. But anyways, good night, everyone. Onyx, we have so much to be thankful for with you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all you do. You're 24/7 helping us have a better system, a better business, and an opportunity for everyone to participate in. And thank you. And also we have Neve in the background, which is her daughter. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you. We're so blessed to have you as our sponsor, and we are going to make you proud, and you better get your sneakers on, baby. All right. God bless you guys. Have the best week ever. We will see you every Wednesday, 8 p.m., every Thursday, 8 p.m. And also Saturday is going to be incredible. Saturday's teaching is 1 o'clock Eastern time for all of those of you who are on the Zoom. It's going to be Keston and Brooke Robinson. They're going to tear it up. That's this Saturday, Devin's brother. And then I want to tell you real quick, on the 17th of December, Zoom people, we have special guests. Thanks to Onyx Gold, we got David Schmidt. The 17th will be live on our Saturday teaching. So listen, participate, guys. Make sure you're getting plugged in. Make sure you're getting on the Facebook. Make sure you're sending in all of your rank advancements. It's really important to participate, because you know what? When people hit a rank, they want to see their face on the screen. It's really important, and we're just excited. So, okay, good night, everyone. God bless. Let's make it happen.